What's up guys, Alec here, Alec Bahala, your friendly neighborhood financial advisor, Insurance Plus Investment PH. How's everyone doing today? Wait, hold up. One moment. Alright. So, today what we will be talking about are 5 things that keeps Filipinos from preparing for their future. Now you may be asking me, what could this possibly be? So before we get started, I'm gonna hit you with some facts. So, according to studies from the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, BSP, or the Central Bank of the Philippines, only 29% of adult Filipinos have bank deposits. This was in 2019. Now, from 2017 to 2019, there was an increase of 6%, meaning to say that every year, there was a 3% increase. So, 29% have bank deposits. What about the rest of the 71%? Where is their money going into? Where are they saving their money? Are they saving at all? So again, what we will be going into are five reasons that is preventing Filipinos from preparing for their future. So the first one, number 1, is Filipinos lack an awareness of it. Lacking an awareness of saving money and life insurance. So a big chunk of the population are not very well aware of it, or once they become aware, it's far into the future now. So many are limited in knowledge. When you're limited in knowledge, that means your access to different savings and investment techniques are limited as well too, or non-existent at all. Now, what is being said that is awareness is higher among Filipinos with a higher income and better income. So the impression here is that the rich ones are the ones that are only able to invest. They are only able to save. They are the only ones able to have access to these savings and investment techniques. But to be honest, that's not necessarily true. Anybody can save. Anybody can learn. Resources are available. Connect with a financial advisor. They'll also be able to help you out. Even just saving 50 pesos or 20 pesos or 100 pesos per week goes a long way. Access to these opportunities should not be limited to only a few. They should be accessible to more Filipinos, regardless of their income class. Alright, number 2. A second reason that prevents Filipinos from preparing for their future is that a lot of Filipinos believe that they can still work after retirement. Now, if it were me, I would be saving. I would want to be saving while I'm working hard, spending all my time and effort earning. And then once I retire, I would want to just enjoy the rest of my time. Enjoy all of the time and all of the money that I had made, relaxing and spending the rest of my life doing what I want to do. That should be the mindset, right? However, that's not the case. Now, don't get me wrong, there are many people who still work after retirement, but they've invested their money, they have built capital, and now they have their own business. Some people are even just working just to have extra money on the side for fun. They're not doing anything, so why not just work, right? They have the means and they have the funds to still do whatever they want. It's more of like a hobby. What is happening is, instead of becoming a hobby, post-retirement happens and you're 60 years old, past 60 years old, and you're still working because it's an obligation, because there was no one to advise or give you any accessibility to how to save and how to invest your money. What should be done is, as early as possible, to learn about how to save and to really be disciplined and focused on saving. Third reason that keeps Filipinos from preparing for their future. Have you heard the saying, YOLO? With Generation X and Generation Y, that's really becoming a catchphrase, or has been a catchphrase. YOLO meaning you only live once. This promotes the idea that you want to live in the moment, enjoy life to the fullest. Retirement is not number one, or not a priority to especially the younger generation. They're thinking that that's like 30 years, 40 years down the road. Why do I have to worry about it now? But unbeknownst to them, when they get to that age, they'll realize, man, I should have learned earlier. I think exposing the younger generation to savings and investment tools and techniques, that would greatly benefit them. You know, no one likes living in regret. So why not expose them and why not just teach them ahead of time? Here they'll be able to better appreciate, you know, what should their priorities be, regardless of what generation they come from. Alright, so have you heard of the saying, Bahala Na?
Hey mom, my tuition is coming up. I need X amount of pesos to pay for my semester. Do we have the money?
Mom says,
I think so, even if we don't.
or another one.
My love, my mom is still in the hospital. Do we have any extra funds that we can pay? They're gonna be checking out. They're going to be discharged from the hospital in the next coming days.
My love says.
Maybe we can ask our relatives.
So you hear that left and right. Bahala na, bahala na, bahala na, right? What is it if you don't know? Most Filipinos leave everything up to chance. It's this easy-go-lucky attitude that makes Filipinos leave their future to fate. Or worse, leaving their fate in the hands of their family members. If not family members, sometimes it's to their children. Now, there's nothing wrong with your children taking care of you or taking care of their parents. Of course, they're the ones who raised you. But at the same time, it shouldn't feel like an obligation. As parents, it should also be their responsibility to not put any kind of financial burden on their children or other family members. If they can prevent this, why not just start learning about how to save and invest? This should be the mentality. This should be what is called preparation. Because when it comes down to it, the children, they'll have their own families. So they'll have other expenses to also take care of in taking care of their families, their children. So don't we owe it to ourselves to maintain our dignity despite sickness and old age, right? Now, last and final, fifth reason that keeps Filipinos from preparing for their future is that they don't have enough money left to save. This is the number one reason, or the number one given by most Filipinos without savings. But if you think about it, if we accept this reasoning, then none of us will be left with any savings at all, right? So if we keep saying we don't have enough, then we really won't have any savings at all. Now, if we use this formula, income minus expenses equals savings, then chances are there won't be any savings left. You'll have your income, you'll have all your necessary expenses, groceries, utilities, bills, wants. So when you're left with what should be your savings, which should be a large amount or a big chunk at least, it'll just dwindle down because you have a lot of expenses. Then what happens is, next time paycheck comes around, it'll be the same process. Instead, the formula that we should be using is income less savings. The rest will be equal to our expenses. If we are able to set an amount to set aside for our savings, then at least in this way, every month or every week or how you want to save, which should be every paycheck, you'll be setting aside a certain amount. And this savings will go into your investments, or if you don't want to make an investment, at least put it into some sort of savings. We have to force ourselves to do regular savings no matter how small the amount is. Maybe it's not really the fun that is lacking. It's just more so the discipline of saving. So there you go. You have 5 reasons as to why Filipinos are not preparing for their future. You have not enough money to save, lacks the awareness of it, the Bahala Na attitude, the YOLO mentality, can still work after retirement. Now, savings is a big part of financial literacy. And there's nothing wrong with savings. I mean, if you follow that formula that I had mentioned earlier, income less savings equals expenses. If you're really focused and you're really disciplined in savings, then it's okay to spend just a little bit. Okay, kind of like a reward, rewarding yourself for doing a great job, patting yourself on the back. But Filipinos still have a long way to go when it comes to financial literacy. It's never too early to learn. The earliest, the better. That's why it's also important that people like me, financial advisors, we're being called to be more persistent in making people listen and helping prepare for the future. Your future. And there's still a lot of work to be done and a lot we can do to protect your dreams, your family's dreams, and to prepare you for a better life that you deserve. If you want to protect your dreams and you want to live a better life, feel free to get in contact with me. I'll leave all my information below. Contact me through different social media outlets, platforms, through email. And if you like what you heard, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you stay up to date with all of my videos. Again, Bahala here, your friendly neighborhood financial advisor. InsurancePlusInvestmentPH. Till the next one, see you guys and take care. Stay safe.